Hello, everyone. Well, we're now in 2023, and the last 3 years have been, well, it's shaken everybody all over the world. Life will never be the same again. But you know what? It had to happen. It was a shaking that humankind needed for us to wake up because for far too long we've been playing micey micey. We've been told by our spiritual adepts hundreds of years, and even the wellness people of today are saying everything lies within us. The power's within us. We can change, we can do. If you want to change your life, everything's within you. Yes, it's in us. We have been unhappy for so long, so many of us, and it's time for us to take a step. This year, it's no good trying to bury our heads in the sand anymore. This is the time for us to make the changes in our life that we need to make our lives happier, to make our lives better. It is down to us. Our governments, our councils are doing what they think is right. But at the end of the day, our life is in our hands. We must take charge of it. But to do that, we have to think differently. You see, if we was thinking the right way, the world wouldn't be in the way we are now. We wouldn't be unhappy, moaning about this and that and whatever. We need to change. You see, because when we change, our actions change. And when our actions change, things around us change. We need to think differently. But in order for us to think differently and correctly, we can think differently, but if we're on the same wave or currency that we have been thinking at this present time, or as in the past to this present time, we're not going to make the correct decisions. To make the correct decisions, we need to unplug ourselves from the engine that we're plugged into and re-plug into the main grid. We've been disconnected and been playing micey for too long because we became disconnected and we plugged ourselves into a lower force, a lower power source that's been making us not live the lives we want to live. Time to unplug and plug into the powerhouse itself. And what is that powerhouse? Well, our spiritual adepts over the years have been saying to us, hundreds of years, and even now, we are more powerful than we realize, that we are children of the Creator. Yeah. It's time for us to realize just who we are. You see, because a dog doesn't give birth to a frog, and a lion doesn't give birth to a rat, and a dragon certainly does not give birth to a goat. So let us sit back and really think. The last couple of years has made us to think. Really, let us start thinking what has been said to us of wisdom. We are children of the Creator. We carry the Creator's DNA. So what's been happening? Because I know the Creator ain't playing no micey game. So the only purpose or the only people who've gone off grid is us. And it's time for us to get back on grid. It's time for us to believe. It's time for us to really listen to some words of wisdom of old and of present, and then take that action. I know I had to do that many years ago by force. And I think what has happened to us in the last 3 years, a a lot of us, all of us have been forced to really look at the world, but we are the world. We are the human beings of the world. It is down to us to make the changes, and it begins with us. So please, it's time to have faith, to believe, to have courage, no longer living in fear, false evidence appearing real. Walk with me. Try it. Walk with me and let's look at things differently, try things differently, start believing so that we can make changes. Because when we make changes in our life and believe, it has a ripple effect. Who are you? You are the child of the Most High. You carry God's DNA, the light, the mystic law, universal intelligence, whatever name you want to give it. You're no mouse. You just need to believe. Unplug from the lower power and replug. Let me show you how. Bye for now.